I've just had my Iceland shopping just delivered, so I thought I'd just show you what has been delivered. I do have it in a certain order because it makes it easier for me to put away. So I'll quickly do this because I need to get my freezer stuff away. Drink wise, I have got the Iron Brew. Now this is 8 cans. And on a very good offer because they're £2. So I've been getting 2 packs of these, and my son takes them in his packed lunch to work with ice blocks. It just makes it more reasonable than with the warm weather than keep buying drinks. I do have the Pepsi Max, which is the 1.5 litres. We tend to take those to the caravan because they're a small bottle and they normally go on the shelf in the fridge. My son also likes Dr. Pepper. I do have another couple of bottles of this. And for the home, I have the 3 litre bottles of Pepsi Max. Usually the larger bottles, and in this case, are more reasonable than keep buying the smaller bottles. It's just sometimes convenience is why I go for the smaller bottles. Coming over, my family do like the quarter pounders, and potato. I do have fresh potatoes, but family likes some fried wedges. I usually get the ash brownies. Sorry if there's a bit of a shadow there. I've had to put my light on because it's been raining. And chips. I've also got the chicken popsters, the mozzarella sticks, and the chicken dippers. I have these every week. This is a bag of 8. I think they are £2.29. As you can see, these were £1 each. These are on offer, say, for about £2, and you get 8. Now, I'm not a very big burger eater. Now, I do eat the burgers, but when they have them in rolls or with salad or chips, anything like that, I will have chicken. Although I have been told by a medical professional I ought to eat more red meat. Now, these are on offer, reduced down to £1, all these. Now, I've not tried this one, and it's not me personally that will be eating it. It's a box of 2, obviously quick dessert, can go in the microwave, and I was going to actually probably serve it with some just vanilla ice cream. I am diabetic, so I try and keep the desserts down to minimal. I have bought a few this week because I was getting low and I just like a few in my freezer. So that's mostly for my son and hubby. And these are all on offer. I think these are £1 each. So I've got, there's 4 of the mega meaty pizzas, and my favourite at the bottom there is the chicken club. Now, a lot of this is quite quick, easy, in the microwave, in the oven, because I've got quite a few projects to do this week. My husband is going to be very busy this weekend, and we don't want to keep living on sandwiches sometimes. So it's nice to have something like this that I can put in the microwave. It's a shade different. So I'm looking at meals that are quite quick, easy to clear up. Also, I do like, and I do serve them with salad, is these are on offer. Cheese and tomato, I do like the plain ones. These are the pizza subs, and I've got a pepperoni one at the bottom there. As I say, I'm not allowed too much sweet stuff because I'm diabetic. I do like a bit of apple pie. I like it hot with vanilla ice cream. And hubby's favourite is the chocolate eclairs. I did struggle actually online to get any ice creams or lollies that we normally have because we do like the magnums. So I just went for the tub of ice cream, which is the 2 litres, £1.50. And you can see where I'm going with this, flakes, and I actually got the cones. So I thought, and we've got chocolate syrup, got sprinkles, so they could add bits and pieces to their ice creams. Again, for quickness, I needed to stock up, and also when we go in our caravan, is things that are easy to do in the microwave, quick snacks. So we've got the kebab ones, although this week I did do proper doner kebab, and we did it with pita breads, and we did it with salad and fries, that sort of thing. And the big snack beef burgers. Now, my family like these, again, when we're in the caravan, in the microwave. But what I do is, because it can be a bit dry, I do put salad and mayo in the burgers once they're all cooked. And the fries I turn into cheesy fries. Again, not very healthy, but a lot of the stuff I do put salad in. I do have my vegetables. We are hopefully having a roast dinner this week because that's what was on my menu plan. Snack wise, I've got these Go Ahead, and these are, have they got the yogurt? I think they've just got the fruit in these ones. These are all down to £1 at the moment. We've got the Cadbury's Brunch Bar chocolate chip. Again, a lot of these are for packing up. And the Alpenlight chocolate and fudge. Usually I don't get a lot of chocolate stuff in recently because of the hot weather. My son likes the Jaffa cakes. Hubby is more savoury. He does like these cheese tucks. My son likes bourbons. In fact, it's been about 6 weeks since I bought biscuits, and hubby likes the shortcake fruit. I needed to get a gravy. I got my mint sauce and the paste. We do like this, especially on toast. Again, mostly for the caravan. I do like to get some tinned meats in. I've got pork lunch meat again for the caravan, just as a backup for sandwiches. 2 bags of sugar because hubby takes a bag to work. Then going on to bakery, muffins for the family, bagels, my Warburton's breads, Warburton's crumpets, and yes, I do like Warburton's, and the rolls. That's safe for my chicken burgers or the quarter pounders. And what I like about Warburton's is excellent, lovely tasting, even when being frozen. We do like malt loaf. Again, it's handy for packing up. Then for with the salads and the pizzas and everything, we've got the cheese coleslaw, potato salad. Son likes for packing up some pasta. Again, for sandwich making, we've got the tikka chicken, pork, egg and roll. And at the bottom there, we've got the wafer thin turkey ham. So that's all for packing up. More burgers. Cheese slices for when I make the burgers up. I've got my Philadelphia light. That's to have with my bagels. I do like it with tomato and onion, I must admit, on top. Cheese, cathedral usually, that's hubby's favourite. Tomatoes, because I needed them for today. Normally, there's a market stall actually up our centre, where I normally get my fresh salad stuff. Eggs, marge, milk, and we do like the Cornish pasties. So that's a nice meal, and again, I will serve it either with mashed potato and veg with some gravy, or they will have it with salad and fries. Going over to the snacks, cheesy savouries, skips, and the Walker's meaty pack. And the only thing I've got mostly in, if you can call it cleaning side, is I've got my Dove soap, which Iceland are doing the 2 bars for £1. As I've said in a previous video, we do like our Dove soap, and the kitchen towels. A lot of my washing liquid, cleaning supplies, and my washing liquid, I usually get that all from Poundland. So there's my today's shopping, and just ignore the dining table. My hubby's got a project on there that he's doing, and that is my shopping for this week. Since my shopping haul from Iceland, I realised that my nails badly needed doing, so I've just actually painted them in this blue, and it's got sparkles. It's actually this nail polish here, which is called Misty from George Astor, and then I always have to had a top coat, so I've used this sparkly nail polish from Poundland. Just taking a little mini break. I've showed these cards before recently, but what I wanted to show you is, because it is not very clear on the bottom card, which says with hugs and kisses, I've just had through the post these little hearts that I ordered from Amazon. I believe they were about 12p for the packet, which included the postage packaging, because I just wanted something to add on to the cards for wedding anniversaries or weddings. So, as I said, I've just had added these little hearts onto the cards, and I just think it's just a little embellishment on there. So I've just done that just now. I say just, and as I say, with hugs and kisses. These cards actually came from Poundland. And also what I've done is I got my Sizzix machine out, again from Amazon. I had this die cut come through, so I've done it in black because I think it's going to look nice, especially on if you get a white card. I think it's going to look really nice, and I'm hoping to do something with them. But I just thought, with the Sizzix machine, sometimes I do this. I just sort of, you know, die cut some shapes out and designs. So I've got that one, which is the new one. That's just come from Amazon actually very recently. I did actually cut a couple of those out from, I think it might have been actually Hobbycraft. I just done my little stag, and I quite like that on black. As I said, they do show up quite a bit better. I have used the bird design in previous cards, and also the owl, and I do have the large owl there, and a little camera, and I just done the love. As I said, sit there and do these things when you've got a minute, don't you? Selfie, that actually came with the camera. I think that set may have come from Hobbycraft. I think I just done that recently. Another bird there, and I've used this design as well before. I love this with some of the vintage papers I've got. And then I got this because I thought, oh, that's going to look nice on the card. And then obviously, not necessarily this, but then you can put it on a card and maybe have something in the centre like that, something like that. So that's something I will play with, and something I may have a go at later. But I just thought I'd share that. I will be going out soon because I have got some errands to run. Hubby finishes work shortly. He does finish work usually earlier on a Friday. So I just thought I'd include that bit while I'm here. And I'll get on now. I've just got changed because it's a bit cooler today and it is actually raining. But I just thought I'd share what I'm wearing. I don't wear a lot of blue, but I did get this top from the charity shop for 49p. I've just got my black jeggings on, and I've teamed it up with this lovely necklace with all the black and the blues in, and it's got a rose there, it's got a few hearts and a pearl, and it's just an interesting piece of jewellery. I have actually just done my bed, and unfortunately I can't put my bedding out because it is actually raining. I've gone for my what I call my Aztecs patterned quilt, and I do love this design. I am not 100% sure. I think this may have came from the range. I have had it a little while, and although it's still fairly warm, we tend to just roll everything back at night. But I do like the cream blanket just to make it a bit plain enough for the summer. I do like blankets like this because during the autumn and the winter months I have it the other reverse side because it has the tartan on it, and then the rest of the time I have it on the cream. So yes, so bed's made. Unfortunately can't put it out due to the raining, which is a shame because I don't really want to have my tumble dryer going. As we've been previously in a mini heat wave, I don't see the point in putting the tumble dryer on, so I may see whether it clears up later. I just wanted to show you this. I don't try and keep too much in the kitchen work surfaces, especially on my breakfast bar, because I do like to keep it fairly simple, so I've got space. I tend to keep this out most of the year since Poundland started selling them, and I've kept the fake grass effect mat in there. I did have it different for Easter, and I just decided to leave it out, and I just changed it up for the summer. I did haul this from Pound World, and I've got a candlestick that I'm not 100% sure where that came from. It could have been B&M in the sale. The white pineapple I've had for a little while, that was originally from Poundland. And then I had these frames that I use all around the house, and I got those from B&M. And I love this quote. It says, "Life is like a roller coaster. Sit back and enjoy the ride." Now I keep these sort of things because I have quite a lot of calendars in the past with little mini quotes on, and I just love that quote, and I think it's quite summary, and so I can change this out from year to year. I did haul these. I had the packaging the other way around when I hauled these, when I had my shopping delivered, and I've just had one as a snack actually before we go out. And they are the yoghurt breaks and the strawberry. As I said, when I was showing them, I had it that way around. I thought I had these before, but when I was looking at the packet, I thought, oh, maybe they were the plain ones. Again, I have to be careful because of the yoghurt and the sugar in these. But I do like these for a break, especially if I'm on the go and my sugar levels are low. So that is my little summer arrangement on my breakfast bar. As I said, I will be doing a hopefully a kitchen tour in the future. I'm still in the process of trying to declutter even more, whether it's in the kitchen or any room around the house. I will also be doing some showing on my dining room. I say it is a little bit dark at the moment because it's been raining. We've had this, it's like a lot of items, we've had them furniture for years. I think this was about 2011, but I do love it, and I love the chairs because they sort of dip, and my back it supports. So that is a project my husband's doing at the moment. In fact, I probably could actually do a quick little show of my dining room, being so I'm waiting for husband to come home. My poor maid has dropped her head a little bit. She's a bit slumped there. Don't know what that. Now these are, again, it's an item I've had for years. It's the maid and the butler. Now this is another space saving idea. again, I've had them absolutely years. The butler there actually has my ironing board in, and the maid has my hoover. So very often I like to keep them down here, especially if we've not pulled our TV out, our table and chairs out. If we've not got visitors, I sometimes leave them there. So my ironing board's there, my hoover's there, so it's a lot easier just to do some hoovering and everything and getting the ironing board out. Over here is actually my husband's watch collection there, and that little it's a tall tin actually, and I got it from Wilkinson's. It just has these bits and pieces in. So I will give a further tour of the dining room at a later date. Right, we're on our way now. It's still fairly mild. I mean, this is the first bit of rain we've had in quite a few days. We're off to B&Q because we need to get some supplies for our mini projects we're doing. So hopefully I'll show you around once I get to B&Q. Yeah, we just arrived at B&Q. Our B&Q is actually smaller now because we've got Aldi actually on the end, and if I scoot round without hopefully making you dizzy, it is still quite a big building. We've actually, if you can just see where those trees are, we've got a Lidl actually through there, but we are on the other side of town, so that's why we're doing all our errands this side of town while we're here. So this is the lighting department. We do actually visit here because it's about the biggest store close to us, to be able to get what we need. I'll give you a quick tour of some of the furnishings. So they do now extend their furnishing line, and they do all the different candles, and this one is Sparkling Times. Actually, that is really nice. They do canvases. I do love these, I must admit. They're £19, and succulents. Now I like these, but I'd rather not have the gold on the leaves. So take you around the canvases. They do a variety of cushions here as well, and yes, owls. Let's see if I can get out the shop without buying anything owl orientated. I do love these down here. I do like the tartan. I do have a tartan quilt set. And here's another display here. And here is different ranges for nurseries and kids' rooms. Again, all of the owls. Going along there, showing wallpaper, curtains, lampshades, and the accessories. We've just got back from B&Q and we've got everything off our list. I wanted a new toilet seat. This is one of those slow closing. We needed some very fine sandpaper. We got the, I think that was £2.49. £30 was for the toilet seat. We did leave the receipt actually in the car. We needed some Gorilla Glue. I believe this was £4.97, and we wanted, this is Painter's Touch, and this is copper, and this is for the project that we have got here. This has just come through the post yesterday, and this is what we need to get on with. It is actually a post box. We needed the primer, the surface primer. This was £9 in the white, and then the top coat, Painter's Touch again, and this one is in heirloom white, but to me it's more of a cream according to the swatches we were looking at. So that is everything off the list. The sun did come out briefly when we was coming home. It has been thundering for the last 5 to 10 minutes, so I still don't know whether I'm going to get my washing out. I hope you enjoyed this little vlog, and if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe. Thank you.